Team Hood shirts are back with a brand new look. You can get yourself the full design or the pocket design, whatever you prefer. There's also many different colors available, and for the first time ever we have sleeve designs. That's right, you can grab yourself a Team Hood sweater with a sleeve design. This is something I've never done before, so I do hope that you guys enjoy this. This is a limited campaign though, these shirts are only available until the 16th of March, so you have just over 2 weeks to grab one. Link is on screen and in the description. How's it going, everybody? It's me, the best Pokemon YouTuber in the entire galaxy, and I'm joined by my friend Jamie. And
hi again.
Hi, we're doing a Spinda series, by the way. You should check that out for sure.
You definitely should.
Definitely, it's the best series on YouTube, man. We are currently looking at some potential, rumored information. It's, to be honest, we're not really covering this because we think it's real. We're more just talking about it because it does present a lot of cool ideas, and Jamie was the one that showed it to me, so I thought it was only right that he would come on and help talk about it with me. You know, two heads are better than one, so there's a lot here, and
no, I'm normally quite on the cautious side when it comes to these sorts of things, and I do think that this is something that's quite like, it seems like something that would be quite easy to guess.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, I think that all of it presents so much like cool ideas that I think it would be something I would be looking forward to.
Exactly, yeah. So I guess, well, we can just start from the top left of the image. We'll try and skip past a lot because there's a lot here. So rather than keeping the video, we'll just talk about what we're interested in. It says, all right, VP here is localization leaker is back. His name is John Game Freak. I don't know if he's like a known leaker. I don't know.
Like,
no idea.
It's been like 3 years since since anybody cared about any leaks. Well, no, I guess a year, because everybody thought Let's Go was going to be something different, didn't they?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if this guy's a known leaker, and he's like talking like he's, you know, very well known here. So he could be legit. But anyways, explanations of these areas marked on the map. All right, okay. I didn't actually properly look at this. Oh wait, one of these areas are completely explorable. The larger area doesn't open up until the player has 6+ badges. The cities marked 2 and 3 are the final gyms. Okay, I guess I'd have to open up the actual image there. Story
I can't really see where it,
yeah, hold on.
where everything is.
I can open up this. Oh wait, yeah, oh yeah, because you just sent me a screenshot. Yeah,
that's all I've seen of it. Yeah, it's too blurry.
I'm not too bothered about that anyway.
The main thing I like from this is, because this was a concern I had when they showed us the map, was that it looked quite barren. Yeah,
it looked quite empty, like it was very narrow. I mean, it's not one for one though. It's gonna be
no. But he says somewhere that there's more to it than you actually see there. There's a lot more going on. Which is something I at least hope for.
Yeah, so I was gonna say the story revolves around House Shield and House Sword, which are based in these two cities. So two of the cities, I guess depending on which version you're on, is maybe I don't know how it would work. I imagine it'd be like a Team Aqua and Team Magma situation where whichever game you are, one of them is the villainous one, or one of them's more villainous than the other.
Well, it's like, did you ever play Fire Emblem, the most recent one?
No, I didn't.
They brought out 2 versions of it, and I think you're on different sides depending on which game you get.
Yeah, okay.
So like, that's what this kind of made me think of. Like,
yeah,
different factions, and you pick. Your game decides which one you're on.
Yeah, and I guess you try to neutralize it because the other one's trying to take over or whatever. So the team you're on is the neutralizing one.
Yeah, and you're trying to bring kind of peace in.
Yeah, okay. The leaders of each house are the final 2 gym leaders. I could definitely see that because they did something similar to Black and White, with like Drayden and Iris. So we've done something similar with that, where like they swap gym leaders. Before, you know, they've done stuff like that before. 4 is the first major city that the PC, I guess it's playable character, gets to via train, skipping most of the map. Oh right, okay, so you skip most of the map at first. If this is real.
Yeah, I think that's that Newcastle looking one in the middle.
Right. Yeah, because we did see a train station, and like I don't know. Like a lot of people are like, damn.
You can see a track going between the two kind of mountain ranges, don't you?
Yeah, a lot of people are like, damn, the explorable area is gonna be pretty boring. I think it's gonna probably just throw you around the map. To be honest, I think it's gonna be really cool. You work back down through the map in the main open area throughout the course of the game. The Elite Four is this city. The Elite Four play a major role in the story, as do all of the gym leaders. That's something a lot of people have wanted for ages. So it's like.
That's something I actually really appreciate about Let's Go.
Yeah.
Because like I know it was just little things, but like Lorelei or whatever her name
Lorelei,
is. It was just popping up just to kind of like help you beat a Team Rocket or two, or to scare them away. And like Lance in Gold and Silver, like it's one of those things that really helps you remember who these characters are.
Exactly, yeah, because they're not just at the end of the game and you battle them once.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like I have no idea who was like in Gen 6's like Elite Four.
God, yeah. Actually I couldn't tell you.
No, I have no idea. I don't have a clue.
I can tell you the types are Fire, Water, Steel, and Dragon.
Yeah, because they appear in Smash stages.
Yeah, so I think this is something that a lot of people wanted. I think it's something that's definitely important. So like, again, this could just be something that's easily guessable, or it could just be somebody's like, you know, I guess
like wish list.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like stuff that like, you know, I'm like, you know what, if that's the case, sounds good. I don't know, I feel like there's too much detail here for it to actually be real.
Some people do go into a lot of detail, but like, I don't know, all of this seems really like positive and nice, which is
exactly, yeah. And
I guess reason to doubt it.
I mean, I know Pokemon are obviously going to always sell their own game, but they were like, we want this to be the best Pokemon experience, and I'm just like, okay. You know,
but Masuda also said, "Don't get your hopes up," basically, didn't he?
Did he?
At one point in time? Yeah, he was like, "We know you've got high expectations, but please, you know, don't."
Well, it's because some people's expectations are literally, "I want it to be Breath of the Wild with Pokemon." It's just dumb.
Yeah, but I don't really care for that.
Yeah, me neither. I want Pokemon to be Pokemon. So yeah, Elite Four playing.
Back, man.
Yeah, you know what? Doesn't it not look like there's something Battle Frontier-ish on the map somewhere?
It did. It looked like that at the very the London-looking bit, because it's got all these different like tower-looking things. But I mean, that's just probably other things.
I've got a map right here that I'm gonna open. I think I know. Yeah, it's like I think it's somewhere up here. I don't know exactly. Oh wait, up here. Oh right, there's a lot there. There's a lot in that London area. Yeah. There's a lot there. So like, there's a lot of I feel like there's definitely gonna be something. Hopefully. Anyways, promo Galar map is deceptive. This is a huge pair of games. Right, okay.
Yeah. This was the main thing that I really liked the sound of. Like,
I mean, I think that's realistic. Like, you know, they're not gonna do too much details on the map. Like, I've never really ever paid much attention to the maps that they reveal. Like, I'm always like, oh, cool, they showed us the map.
That's the thing, because when they released the map for Let's Go, that's what got me. That's what made me worried about this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The map for Let's Go was exactly what the game was.
It was 1 for 1, yeah. But that's because Let's Go is an old, dated game. This is. This is.
But that's just made me kind of worry about this one, because like I'm pretty sure the Kalos region, and like the Alola map as well. Like even the in-game maps, like there's a lot of dead space in them. Like it's like, oh, that's a nice looking background, but at the same time you just walk down one line of it.
Yeah,
and it's just like you don't go anywhere else. And like, so when I saw this, I was that's my main fear for the games.
Yeah, I think it is going to be pretty I mean, from like the gameplay we saw, it did seem pretty open. Like, I don't know. Apparently there's going to be a Safari Zone which uses Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee's catch mechanics, which I think is a pretty good way to handle it. You know, if Pokemon's not going to follow us, and if we're not going to, you know, I guess see them out in the wild, then having some reference to Let's Go would be nice. Additional post-game region, which with artifacts removed from the promo map. Oh, right, okay. Right, okay, right. Apparently, I think number 6, I imagine, would be down the bottom left here. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Because there's
like so where the yellow block is.
Yeah. There's like just clouds covering it, so that would make sense. Okay, that's pretty cool. What else is there? Stars indicate gym locations. All right, okay, so I'm not too fussed about knowing all that information.
Yeah, I don't care about the gyms. Like, well, I mean, obviously I do. Like, I think it would be pretty interesting, but like, you know, it's not gonna change whether I enjoy the game or not.
Yeah. 7 is the Long Man of Wilmington concept, which is sadly not explorable. Alright, okay. Not too bothered with that. Story explanation. This is the main meat that we want to get into. Gym leaders can all either aligned with House Sword or House Shield. First 6 gym leaders can be completed in any order. That's something that got me really excited, because there's a ROM hack called Pokemon Crystal Clear, which does that exactly. You can battle any gym leader in any order, and basically how the scaling works is once you beat one gym leader, all the other gym leaders' levels go up, and then, you know, just onwards, you know, so you can choose which order to battle them in. It's like how in Pokemon Origins, you see Brock like choosing specifically.
He asks how many badges you've got,
and that's how it should be.
Pokemon accordingly.
That's how it should be, you know, like, because obviously Brock, you know, is this great trainer. He's not just gonna have a level 15 Onix, so he's like, all right, okay, so he's got no gym badges yet, you know.
And they've shown that they've got like, well, even with your rival battle, he or she scales, depending on how far through the game, like how many badges and everything you've got.
Yeah.
So like, it's obviously not difficult for them to make different teams for everything, especially if you're just kind of fitting within the same type.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's just different stages of the evolutionary line.
And I reckon the first 6 gyms being completed in any order, like with trains being in this game, if trains are like quite a big part of transportation, then I reckon that will be a big part of it, you know, like you can go any sort of direction and take on any sort of gym. The final 2 gyms are Sword last for Shield version and vice versa, so I guess, you know, those are 2 gyms that you have to do in their specific order, because, you know, story. Which is fine, you know, honestly. I think asking for 8 gyms in any order is a bit you know, is a bit much. So I think 6 is more than enough.
Yeah, I feel like as well, like if Pokemon were to do like a kind of free roaming version of the game where you battled everything whatever order, because there has to be kind of an overarching story, there would have to be some gyms that you tackle in, you know, in an order, just because otherwise it would really disrupt the flow of the game. Because it's like, otherwise it'd be like, well, in Zelda you can just skip to the very end, can't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Right at the very start of the game.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I'm trying to think of the word. It's a bit too ambitious to ask for all of them to be. There's gonna have to be a point where the storyline takes over, you know. Just because that's how Pokemon games are. So yeah, the story apparently revolves around the 2 houses, Sword and Shield, wanting control of the Galar region, strong North versus South theme. House Shield and House Sword both consider themselves following a path of the patron legendary Pokemon. Fairly predictable defense and offense concepts for the House Sword and House Shield and their grunts and personas. Elite Four help the playable character unite Galar throughout the story. Large amounts of post-game in the main city. That sounds like a pretty good story to me. It sounds realistic, to be honest.
But it sounds fun.
Yeah, like, it does sound fun.
Like, and I like that it's not all on you as well. Exactly,
yeah, because it is a bit like, there's the whole meme of like a 10-year-old kid saved the world, you know. It's like,
yeah, exactly,
you're getting help from, like, I'm assuming the Elite Four member will be older, you know. You're getting help from adults, but like, you know, you're still contributing, and like, you know, you feel like you made a difference. So
yeah, exactly,
yeah,
because that was something that was quite nice about Gold and Silver, because it was like Lance was there, so like while you battled all of these execs and everything, you have no idea who he fought. He might have like taken out like infinitely more people.
Yeah, exactly.
And it kind of made sense to have him in the background doing kind of other things.
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
As opposed to just like a 10-year-old just.
It's just unrealistic that a 10-year-old comes in and just does everything, you know. I mean, I guess Pokemon and realistic, Pokemon doesn't have to be realistic, because it's literally,
no.
It's literally what you don't want from Pokemon. But at the same time, you know, like, of a 10-year-old kid.
Detective Pikachu looks pretty good.
Yeah, Detective Pikachu does look amazing. PSS back. People are asking if the PSS is back. Apparently, it's back, but better.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna.
I think they've understood people's complaints of the Festival Plaza.
Like, that was one of the worst things that they've ever done.
I don't mind something like that, as long as it isn't the only way I can connect to the internet and play with my friends. If it's an optional way, then go for it. But if it's the only way I can physically connect, then it's awful.
Yeah.
You know, they had the PSS right there.
I will still believe that when I see it. Like I need hard proof.
Yeah, of course.
Before I can be happy about that sort of thing.
Yeah, and like we said, we want to keep rephrasing. This is just rumor. It doesn't mean this is definitely happening. We figured we'd just share because these are a lot of good ideas. I think this story sounds solid.
The story sounds pretty fun. It sounds like not too like crazy and over the top, and it sounds like Pokemon. Like I said at the start, like yeah, it sounds like Pokemon. Like none of the things here I think are things that are like too outlandish that they kind of have to be like real or false or whatever, but they would be a good game.
Definitely.
And the next part as well is pretty.
Yeah, the major gameplay mechanics. Moving on from the story, major gameplay mechanics. Not battle mechanics. They're experimenting with a quest system. First Pokemon game with a quest log. So I think they kind of did something like that in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, where like, you know, like the whole Ditto thing, where like you have to go find it. Yeah. That's kind of like that, but you've actually got a log of it now. So you have like a certain amount of quests to complete, and that's part of the story progression. Whereas in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, you can finish that game and not ever do a quest. Yeah,
well, like I'm pretty sure I encountered one of the Dittos before I even realized.
Yeah, that it was a
Yeah.
Gyms don't become available until certain quests are completed for that gym leader. So yeah, that would be like that I quite like that. You know, it gives you stuff to do. It's just kind of like typical RPG, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's the thing as well, because it's like Pokemon, like the big complaint that they always had was like, oh, we want it to be more difficult, but like the thing is, if they make the levels higher, that just makes it more grindy, and it's not actually harder.
Exactly, yeah.
Like this gives you actually like things to do, things to go out and find, like stuff to figure out.
Yeah, I don't think
like, and it is such a big like part of like RPGs that Pokemon didn't really have.
Yeah, I would personally argue for difficulty in Pokemon, they part of the difficulty can weigh on you. If you want the game to be hard, just use bad Pokemon. Use the Route 1 bugs. Use the, you know, it might not be your favorites, but like there's people out here like using a team of like Garchomp and, you know, all these like, and Garchomp and Fernape, you know, these overpowered like Pokemon. Like, why is this so easy? I'm just like, I wonder why. You know, that's why like in my Ultra Sun playthrough I actually used Torracat. I'm just like, I'll use Torracat, I'll use regular Lopunny. I used Serena and Golisopod. You know, I used pretty mediocre Pokemon, but I enjoyed myself.
Not Serena's really good. Well, at least in doubles.
Serena's great. She's really. It's just okay. Lopunny, Torracat, and Golisopod. I mean, Golisopod's alright in game, I guess. But
yeah, he's strong, but like that's about it.
Yeah. So yeah, no, but that's, I mean, part of the difficulty for that. Yeah, but I definitely agree. Getting back on track, quests would be like a nice addition.
That's something as well. That like, if you want a game to be harder, it shouldn't be on you to make it harder.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I think a difficulty setting is just a bit. I don't know. I guess it's not impossible for them to do, but
I mean, it's something they've done before, isn't it?
But
they
like,
did it for...
not until you actually beat the game, though.
Yeah, well, they did it wrong. They implemented it poorly, but it was.
How did that even work? Did you like reset the game and then it was still there, or?
No, you just kind of got it and then you could activate it, and then I think you could sync it up to another game to give them, because there was an easy mode and a hard mode.
What?
So yeah, it was confusing and it didn't really make sense.
That's pretty daft, yeah. I guess they have done it before. I don't know. To me, a difficulty setting has never felt very Pokemon-ish, because I always really enjoyed the idea of grass, fire, water. You know, whatever one you choose is like the difficulty setting. Kind of like that idea. You know, Bulbasaur being, I guess, easy, Charmander being hard, Squirtle being in the middle. You know, the classic. But I think we've evolved past that now to where we might need a difficulty setting now. I can definitely see that.
Well, I mean, as well, like, I can't remember if this was just a rumor or if this is something that Masuda actually said, or one of the developers actually said, where they were like, oh, Let's Go is the one to bring people in, but, like, this one is going to be the one for the hardcore fans. So, like, I would hope that means that, you know, I would imagine they've got people everywhere, like, listening to the most frequently requested things.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. So... I think quests will be welcomed, honestly. Apparently there's roughly 120 of them.
As long as they're not tedious.
Yeah, as long as they're not... Because, like, the Lucre quests...
were just a bit dull.
They were just the same. Like, you just did the same thing, like, 5 or 6 times, and it took you, like, 2 hours. It was ridiculous. Roughly 120 quests in the game published, with more planned for DLC. That is what people want to hear. That is what people want to hear. Quests are like helping a young kid catch a starter Pokemon to gain the trust of the local gym leader. Okay, that sounds pretty cool actually. Many quests styled after classic ideas. Chivalrous Knights. Quest IO rewards include access to new areas, TMs, items, HM tutors.
Yeah, it says the thing afterwards that HMs work like they do in Let's Go.
Right, okay. And gym leader battles. I quite like the idea of that. That's fine with me.
Well, because that's kind of like bringing back gym leaders, but keeping a little element of what Island Trials were.
Yeah.
Those were just random bullshit things that you had to do. It's like, oh, take a picture of me, or remember what these things are, whatever it was. Yeah.
HM system, same as Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, but any Pokemon who could normally learn their old HM is viable. So that's better, because to be honest, I know it's a kid's game, but like Pikachu using Fly, just, you know, Pikachu using Surf, Pikachu using Cut.
Yeah, the Fly machine was just dumb.
Yeah, that was just really, really dumb. I know Pikachu, it's a throwback to the old whatever. That's fine. Yeah. I'll let them slide. But like in this game, like, I don't want my starter doing everything.
Yeah, a kid riding that weird balloon bike would just die.
I know. Fly removed. Tube lines and trains will replace Fly. I just completely ignore what we're saying. I guess. I mean that's fine as long as there's a way to fast travel. And I guess it's kind of very UK-ish, you know, because our system in the UK, like. Everything's so close by, you can just get trained.
I'm not sure though. Like this is one of those things that I think sounds a bit dumb.
Yeah, I can see what you mean because like
it sounds more time consuming, doesn't it? Yeah.
Having to walk to a train just to I get what you mean. Whereas you know you're in the middle of nowhere, you jump on and press Fly. Yeah, removing Fly does sound.
Because I mean, like how would that work if you were just like stuck in the middle of a route somewhere?
Yeah, exactly. That's a bit of an iffy one, but several locations where riding your Pokemon is possible, including locations marked for. Oh, right, okay. So riding your Pokemon is available in certain locations. Kind of annoyed that it's not. I don't know. I've said this before, but Let's Go did it.
Like what was it called? Gen 6, wasn't it? Because you had that random bit where you could ride a Rhyhorn or a Mamoswine. Yeah, or Skidoo and Lapras and things like that.
Yeah, it'll probably just be like that. Yeah. Hopefully there's more options for Pokemon, because I think I loved about Let's Go was like you could ride Starmie and stuff like that. It was so cool.
Yeah, it's just whatever you had on you, basically.
Yeah, I'm really hoping.
I mean, I get that it's a bit more difficult for these games because obviously they'd have to do that for.
Yeah, I know.
Like what could potentially be 900 Pokemon.
I know. I don't want to expect too much. Maybe this is going to be something they drop on us like in a few years from now with, you know, like the last game before Gen 9 or something.
Yeah.
Pokemon Battle Details. Wait, yeah, okay. Pokemon Battle Details. Scorbunny's evolution is based off a soccer player, not a fighting type. Grookey is based off of a Monkey King.
The soccer player thing is what everybody kind of guesses anyways, because it already looks like it's wearing the England uniform.
Yeah. Grookey, chain based on Monkey King mythology, and Sobble line is a new concept. It's fine with me. People are trying to find themes. A lot of people think it's athletics. Some people think it's entertainment. There's usually themes in every single one, so I think
entertainment works more because...
entertainment in general.
Also, I don't know why Sobble would become a newt when he's a chameleon at the moment, isn't he?
I mean, to be honest, Pokemon's never made sense. Remoraid literally turns into an octopus.
Yeah, but that's artillery related. Remoraid's a gun. Like when you see Beta Remoraid, it makes more sense because it's more like a gun, and then artillery looks more like a cannon. Because like I remember everybody complaining about the Pikipek and Trumbeak and Toucan line, because they're like, why do they just become a toucan? But like they're all in the same like family of birds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So like evolutionary wise, like you know they are closely related. So like,
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Like it might just make sense. I don't know. No new types added. Didn't ever expect them to add new types.
Yeah, I didn't expect them. At most, I would like maybe Fairy to be rebalanced a little bit. Like maybe they make it weak to something else, or make something else resist it.
Yeah. New Dark type. A new Dark type status called Fear, which lowers accuracy and removes stab. That's really interesting. I'm always down for new things like that.
Lowering accuracy sounds really...
That's annoying, but if it just removed stab, that would have been much cooler.
Sounds really uncompetitive.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure I like the sound of that.
It would be much cool. I like the sound of it just from the stab side of it. If the accuracy kind of annoys me, but you know what can you do? I guess for like if you were to use Aura Sphere though, that wouldn't be affected, right? So
I don't imagine it would, no, because it's base permanent or whatever it is.
Large downscale. Oh wait, sorry. Large downscale of overall damage in game. I'm not a competitive player, but I feel like they're trying to make changes into the competitive scene. Flamethrower reduced to 75 or 80.
See, this as well, I'm not sure I like, because for one, they've already done this.
Yeah, they're doing it again.
It wasn't that dramatic.
Yeah.
But the only thing I could, like, I don't think things like Flamethrower and stuff need that, but what I think would need that is the Z moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they brought them all down by maybe like 30 base power.
Yeah, make the Z moves like 140 at most. Like,
yeah,
well, factor maybe, go up to 180, maybe 190.
Maybe like 180 for the Hyper Beam ones.
Oh, okay, yeah, those are fine. But like,
yeah.
You know, if I'm using like Scald, it shouldn't go up to like what 100. They shouldn't double in power. It should go up to like 150.
Exactly.
Like 140 at most. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, so I don't know if well, again, this is a rumor, and it's we're taking this based. If we were to take this based on fact, this seems like something that they would do to nerf Z moves. But at the same time, I would rather they just nerf the Z moves.
For this,
that would make more sense.
Yeah, I mean, for this. You also have to remember, like, ever since Gen 1, I think Gen 4 onwards, they've been making Pokemon more and more powerful. So, like, Pokemon have just been getting stronger, and they've just still had insanely high, you know, damaging moves.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, evolution type not known to me, so is there, like, a new evolution or something?
I guess that's what they're
I guess that's maybe what it means.
Yeah.
2 pseudo lines, which I'm always down for. Virgin exclusives, one based on the Stonehenge, one based on a Druid concept. So I'm down for that.
Jason will have no idea how to get the Stonehenge one.
I mean, I've always wanted like another like gen where there was 2 pseudos. Cause
I quite like that about Gen 3.
Yeah, Salamence and Metagross were really, really cool. So hopefully this is true. Infernape, Torterra, and Empoleon get megas. I didn't even see that. Jesus. Charizardite Z added. Like those seem like trolls, but
yeah, this is where it starts to lose me a bit, because these are things like, I mean, I'm okay with other things getting megas. Like I think Gen 5, like I'd be quite happy for them to add maybe like 10 or so new megas, like maybe a couple more Gen 4s, a couple of Gen 5s,
yeah,
like a Gen 6. Charizard doesn't need another one, and like what would you even do with it? Because it's already a dragon, and it's already like a sun summoner.
They'll probably do something crazy, like give it a water type or something.
So stupid.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess, well, I wouldn't be against it, really. Like, it's just, I do want more representation for Gen 4, Gen 5 onwards.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. House Shield Legendary is normal steel, armored horse. House Sword Legendary is normal steel, classic English dragon motif. I don't know, normal steel is...
sounds a bit... Yeah, it just sounds a bit boring, doesn't it?
Yeah, normal steel for both of them is kind of disappointing, but guess we'll have to just wait and see if that is the case. Main Legendary is based on the concept of wielding both a sword and a shield for balance. Main storyline does not complete until post-Elite 4, with a House Sword and House Shield learning a balance from the main Legendary encounter. I'm down for that, because like what seems to always be the pattern in Pokemon games is story
the
finish
is over,
Elite
and then
4.
you become champion. Yeah,
I would like it if you become champion and there's still stuff
conflict.
To do. Yeah,
like also as well, like from a story point of view, it would make more sense that the champion of all Pokemon would be the one who would be able to help everything.
Exactly, rather than
and not this random person comes out of nowhere, saves the day, and then becomes champion.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes more sense that the champion, somebody that just gains champion, is like, right, okay, this is our champion. Damn, okay, you know. After having a read through all this with you, a lot of it does sound great. There's a few things here and there that's a bit bogus, but I've said this before, I'll say it again. Leakers like to throw in misinformation just to troll and to get Game Freak or whatever, or the company off their scent. So it's like, it's more just a really educated guess than it is a leak. You know, because if they just had 100% correct information,
then then
it's just a leak.
Because that's the thing about this one as well. Like none of this is too out of there that it couldn't just be like a really good guess. Like if I was to just sit down and list some of the things that I would want, like a lot of this stuff would appear here, like quests. And I mean, if it was me making this, you know, Battle Frontier would be there.
Yeah, I mean, I think this guy, regardless, what was his name, John Game Freak, regardless if this is real or if this is, I don't know, I'm happy to have all of these. I'm like welcoming for most of these.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the mega the megas for the Infernape, Terra, and Polion. If that is the case, I'm gonna be so happy. I love Mega Evolution. I've wanted it back. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think you like it very much, do you?
I didn't like it, and then they fixed a lot of them.
Yeah, no, like, then that's when they didn't care about them. So
yeah, like I was quite burnt on them because of like how good Kangaskhan and Salamence were, and now they're a lot. They're not. Now they're a lot more balanced. Like they're not stupidly overpowered like they used to be.
Yeah, I got you.
But I mean, that's again just from a double standpoint because they always balance just for doubles.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, for singles, they are a bit silly because it's like always going to be a mega on the team. Like, I mean, maybe not so much now, but you know, back when they first came out, it was like there's always going to be one mega on the team. So it was like there's this select few group of Pokemon that are always going to be played, I guess.
But yeah, I would like that's something I want from the games. Is like I don't like the idea of them just always lumping on a new mechanic at the end. That's why I don't like the sound of this armor thing. Because it was like in Duncan's video where it's him and Joy, where they're like, oh yeah, because then you need a Mega, and then you need a Z move, and then you need an armor, and it's just like, well, what's the point of having any other items? Yeah,
exactly.
Like. Then it's just like, oh, you've got those things, and then you've got maybe like a choice band and like a berry, and, you know, and that's it. There's like not a lot of creativity there. So I'd rather they just kind of balanced and refined what they had. Like maybe add a few, like maybe 10 more Megas, maybe like 5 more Z moves, balance the Z moves a bit better.
Yeah, because Z moves are basically just kill buttons right now, and it's really boring.
Yeah.
Especially in multi-battle format, there's 2 kill buttons. So yeah.
Yeah, it's even more dumb there.
Yeah. I've enjoyed talking about this though. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. It's been a nice little mini podcast. Of course, Jamie's stuff will be in the description. I don't really have any like final things to say. I mean, a lot of this I'm quite hopeful for, and I'm like, you know, I mean, if it's not there, I'm not going to be like raging or anything. Oh my god, wow, can't believe this isn't in the game. How did they not add this? Because I've got confidence that Pokemon will make a good game. They always have.
Yeah. The only thing I want that's on this list that I would be genuinely disappointed if it wasn't in the main game is the thing about the map being deceptive.
Oh well, yeah, of course. Yeah. That has to be there. Otherwise, it is going to be really disappointing. Like the map has to be deceptive. I'm positive it is. Like, there's no way it's going to be 1-to-1 in terms of scale.
But I mean, then again, there was a point in time where there was like, oh, there's no way Let's Go is just going to be exactly Pokemon Yellow.
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully we get more information soon. Thanks again for watching. We're done rambling. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.